better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack, big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag. You know I'm getting to it, like that, like.
Bling, bling, bling. This mad. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile unless it costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Okay. I don't cash my new checks, this old change, you know. Another man made my phone ring, hello. Said he capping but won't step, you know. Every time he sell me, that's phone, hello. Bling, bling, blow, mad. I'm like, wow, what did I do now? Don't you get me? Okay, I might pull a ticket out of my account, okay? Just to show you how to count, okay? Newest, don't compare me to these, they don't do enough. They can't walk it in my shoes because I'm booted up. I got opposition showing me computer love. Brought my inside the club, I got no worries today. I get paid to party on a permanent base. That's true. Only time we link is meet and greet. On and off the jet, cause I got places to be. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile unless it costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Okay, alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile unless it costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. But I'm next because I'm standing on business. I deserve the flex and I have God as my witness. Police tried to slow me down but they couldn't stop it. I got platinum plaques like I got cars in my wallet. Now I got millions. Got the inside my bag and out my feelings. Got a couple carbon copies, I got children. Only that's around me's my Brazilian. Moving militant, no regular civilian. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile unless it costs a couple thousands of millions. And millions and millions and millions.
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center. After 9 seasons as a Raider, Derek Carr is the guy.
It's going to take some time to adjust to seeing Carr running out in a new uniform. Instead of black and silver, it's black and gold. 35,000 yards and over 200 touchdowns with the Raiders. The Saints more than willing to let him air it out all game long to a talented group of pass catchers in the Big Easy.
In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Carr. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. CeeDee Lamb deep for the Cowboys. Fielded at the 33. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Jackson. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Jackson. That is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Carr to throw again. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Inside the 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Carr. Thomas has got it, complete. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. Kamara try the right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jamar Chase, 59 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Motion left, Smith. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand to Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Carr going to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Olave over the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? You know, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a... And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Micah Parsons able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Odell Beckham, 60 yards. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just two plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Again, it's Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Here's Carr to throw. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. In motion left goes Smith. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Here's Carr.
Screenplay set up for Williams.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamal Williams punching it in from a yard away.
And the Saints get a bit closer.
Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
On first down, Wilson. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Give him 32 on the play.
And that was another Justin Jefferson special. Went up over the top of the defender and snagged it. He may look like he's covered, but he finds a way to
And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. just an absolute heartbreaker there. He catches it off the deflection on the Hail Mary for the touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, as a defender, you're taught just to bat that thing down to the ground as quickly as you can.
That's what you're trying to do. But the offensive guys, what they're working on is sometimes keeping it alive, almost like volleyball where they tip it up in the air, and instead of spiking it at the other end, someone else comes along and grabs it. So even if it's unintentional, they've been working on the deflection for a long time. That tip ball, well, defensive backs have to continue to work on that and go up and get it. And as you said, either knock it to the ground or grab it themselves.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Shotgun now for Carr. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Lamb. Breaks through the contact. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing now is Carr.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run. It's Kamara, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Dancing to his left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, I'll say one thing, Charles. You're getting really good practice here breaking down touchdowns. What did you see there?
Well, the same thing I've seen over and over and over in this first half. My scintillating analysis, Brandon, this offense is absolutely taking no prisoners.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Kamara up the middle. And he's got this down to the 35.
56 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing on first down is Carr.
Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though. They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Carr toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here we go with Kamara. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, we saw a strong performance out of the veteran quarterback, Russell Wilson. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters, as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Pollard to return from the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Now Jackson on 1st down. And he's got this to Jefferson. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. Justin Jefferson, 72 yards. And the Cowboys have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Extra point safely through, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Olave holds it in. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Lamb to return it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Jackson now steps away to his left. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Odell Beckham, 53 yards. And the Cowboys just continue to roll.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
Touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. A busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Carr's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Carr now on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Damone Clark, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Carr completes it, and he gets it down to the 32.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really...
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time there was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson. Steps away. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And
now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Let's go. Do you tighten up? Hey, check my 33. Check.
Now Carr. And that will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. But how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
To throw his Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He gets this one to Johnson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. To throw, it's Carr.
Again, it's Johnson.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Carr. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Carr. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Jamar Chase, 67 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. Now Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 30 yards.
Even with a big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Throwing is Hurts. On the move to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Hurts. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Jalen Hurts with another touchdown rushing. 13 touchdowns, led all quarterbacks last year on the ground. No one else had more than 8. And, of course, we all remember the 3-touchdown game in the Super Bowl. So called running plays or scrambles, Jalen Hurts is dangerous.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Over the middle to Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Carr going to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Carr to throw again. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Carr. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So Carr will exit stage right and on his Lutz for the Saints field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jamar Chase,
27 yards.
and the Cowboys are pouring it on. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. From the gun, it's Carr.
And no hesitation. He goes right back to Benjamin.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with an acrobatic catch.
And the Cowboys extend their lead yet again. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 2nd down and 4. Carr now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They'll set up the screen for Eno Benjamin. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Carr. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Hurts, 33 yards. And the Cowboys take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing now is Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. A
leap, and he will make the catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the fourth quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Here's Carr to throw. Benjamin's got it. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game and still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
Now Carr again.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Carr now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Shotgun now for Carr. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. Into the red zone, it's Carr. He's got it. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Lutz with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one is incomplete. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.